Hello, everybody, and welcome to Michigan Living with Jeff. I'm Jeff, your realtor, and today I have some interesting, fun facts about Michigan's population. All right, so far, and so did you know that Michigan has over 10 million people living in Michigan? Yeah, 10 million. There's a chart. It seems like so far that for population growth and all that sort of stuff, it looks like that population rank, we are the 10 most populous state in the United States. Not bad. All right, growth rate. Yeah, we don't grow very much. Over 96,000 square miles is the size of our state. Our statehood, we 1837 is when we became a state. Let's see now. Let's get to some of the good stuff. All right. As you can see from our chart since when it started, just think about this. We became a state in 1837. Let's look at that. All right. Well, let's just simply say by 1840, 3 years after becoming a state, we had just over 212,000 people living in the state. 3 years after we became a state. Of course, it became quite populous and so that after that. By 1940, we had 5.3 million. By 1950, we had 6.4 million. And it just kept on growing higher and higher. Except in 2016, we finally reached the 10 million mark. In 2020, 10.1 million. Not much of a growth. And of course, 2022 is still 10.1. Trying to catch that catch. But yeah, this is our current population. All right, so right now, the last confirmed set of population figures date from the countrywide census of 2010, when it declared that there were 9.8 million people living in Michigan. Those figures from 2010 represented a small loss of less than 1% compared to the numbers declared at the 2000 census. In 2015, it was estimated by the U.S. Census Bureau that the population had risen to 9.9 million, and this reflects less than 1% increase in population since 2010. In other words, where we haven't really grown much and so that, in a little bit. Yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, is when we're looking at this, and so we've really not had much growth at all. We've pretty much flatlined. We're right around 10 million, and that looks like that's exactly where we're going to stay. Situated in the heart of the Great Lakes, Michigan is one of the largest states in the U.S., both in terms of land mass and population. With a total land mass of 96,000 square miles, Michigan is the 11th biggest state in the USA by area. The land is fairly densely packed. There's a lot of people living in cities, but there's plenty of locations that there's nobody, or damn near nobody. Although not exceedingly so. For every square mile in Michigan territory, there's an average of 174 people living there. Those figures leave Michigan ranked 18th in terms of population density. We're not doing too bad, to be honest. I mean, Detroit has got a huge number. Mainly a bunch of our main cities and so that have a lot of the population. The largest city in Michigan is a motor city, Detroit. In 2010 census confirmed that it was home to 713,000 people. All right, this number has decreased to just over 677,000, according to 2015 estimates. Take a look at the population of Detroit. It's clear that where as much of state demographic problems lie. All right. In 1950, there was 1.85 million people living in the city. Holy crap. That's what I was kind of wondering, because I know there was Detroit at one time, so it had over 1 million. There was almost 2 million people living in Detroit. Damn. Other large cities in Michigan include Grand Rapids, 195,000, Warren, 135,000, Sterling Heights at 132,000, Lansing, our state capital, 115, Ann Arbor, and Flint. Larger counties in Michigan include Wayne County, which is Detroit, and all the nearby smaller cities, which makes it then at 1.7 million. And Oakland County, which is at 1.2 million. Now, the median age of our state is the population of Michigan is 39.5 years, so 39 and a half years of age. Woohoo! Gender ratio is approximately 50.8% female and 49.2% male. Okay. In terms of religious preference across the state, Michigan comes in with 70% preference to Christian-based faiths, 5% affiliated in non-Christian-based faiths, and 24% are unaffiliated with any religion at all. This one's a little more interesting for the demographics. According to the most recent ACS, the real composition of Michigan. Oh, okay, they just forgot to put in a space. Michigan was whites occupy 77.5% of the entire population. Blacks or African Americans only comprise 13.5%. When you have two or more races, that's 3.7, roughly 3.8%. Asians are only 3.18. That's, wow. That's shocker. I would have thought they would have had a much higher number here. I guess not. I guess they just live where I am. Other races, 1.32. Native Americans only occupy, 0.5% of the entire population in Michigan. And of course, don't forget to count the 2 Native Hawaiians or Pacific Islanders that live here. Because it's 0.03%, it was like, what, 2? It's a really small number. But welcome to Michigan. But yeah, I mean, if you're always interested in this kind of stuff, whatever, it's always a fascinating thing to be able to know about our numbers and how things came about. So just in case if you're ever wanting to be able to know of it, be sure to be able to check out the Michigan website. Or you can go on over to worldpopulationreview.com in order to be able to check out the different cities and states and whatever and so that and see what they got. All right, everybody. And so that you guys have a great one, and like, share, and let me know how everything goes. Have a great day. Bye-bye.